channel. If you are not already subscribed, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Let's get those followers up. As you can tell by the title of this video, this is another update on my Accutane journey. I think this is video number 3. And I have been on Accutane a total of 24 days, I believe. I did have a dermatologist appointment this past Friday. Today is actually Sunday. My dermatologist took a look at everything. I did my labs again. I did another pregnancy test, as I stated I have to do every time I go in for a dermatologist appointment. And he decided that he is going to up my dosage for the second month. So instead of taking 40 milligrams once a day, I will actually be taking 40 milligrams twice a day. I won't start taking that dosage right away. I do still have 7 more pills that I have to take, but after that I will begin taking 40 milligrams twice a day. My dermatologist wanted to see how my body was reacting to the medication, and he's ready to go ahead and up the dosage, and I'm happy about it. So far this week, I still have been battling with this dryness. I did tell him that I'm using coconut oil. He did recommend that I go ahead and get the Cetaphil cream, which I am going to try to get probably later on today or tomorrow, and I'll start that just because the dryness is just a little bit unbearable. I have made a decision to switch my foundation. I've been wearing the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter foundation, which is very drying. And before, I was fine with it when my skin was still oily. It was actually great for my skin and I love it so much. But now that I am a lot drier, I don't think I can wear that foundation throughout this process of me taking this Accutane. Right now, today, I have on the Becca foundation. I find that it's a lot more moisturizing, so it didn't work well when I had my oily skin before I started Accutane, but now that my skin is much drier, it actually works perfectly. So I believe that I'm just going to continue wearing that on the days that I do wear makeup throughout my Accutane journey. I may go ahead and switch back to the Tarte Amazonian Clay. I love that foundation. I just ran out and I haven't repurchased it, so I've just been using the Fenty Beauty. But that one is also a bit more hydrating than the Fenty Beauty. I have seen different videos on YouTube where people who have gone through the Accutane process have said that their skin ends up being dry after that. They never really regain the moisture that they had before if they did have oily skin, and that it remains dry. So I'm trying my best to keep some moisture in my skin because I don't want my skin to be completely dry, because as you know, the more moisture your skin has, the better you age. So yeah, I'm just saying, I'm trying to keep as much moisture as I can. I don't want to be completely oily like I was before, but I feel like I can combat that rather than just being so dry. With me living in Phoenix, Arizona, dry skin is not really something I want to deal with during these death of summers that we have. It gets really hot. It's already dry out here and dusty, and I just don't think having dry skin would be the best thing for me. I've been using the same products. I've still been using the Cetaphil and using the coconut oil, and I will be switching over to the Cetaphil cream. So the next time I make a video, I can tell you guys how that's been working for me. As far as side effects, my skin has began to break out more. In my last video, I did tell you guys that my skin was pretty much the same. I was still having the same amount of breakouts, but now I can see that they have increased. I don't know if this is the beginning of the purge, but I'm pretty sure that once I start taking the higher dosage, that I will begin to see more breakouts, which I'm fine with. I knew it was coming, and I kind of feel like the sooner the purge gets here, the sooner it can go away and I can be on my journey to clear skin. So my dermatologist did take a look at my skin. He said it looks about what it should look like during this time right now in the Accutane process, and I will show you guys kind of a close-up of what it looks like. As you can see, I do have breakouts along my chin and jawline and one up above my eye. So it's pretty much the same. I'm seeing more breakouts and they hurt as well, which is a bit different for me. The smaller bumps that I usually have on my face don't tend to hurt. It's normally the larger ones that do. And with these breakouts, I'm seeing that I have pain even with the smaller ones. This video is kind of all over the place, but I'm just basically talking as things come to mind because there hasn't been too much change other than the new dosage that I'll be taking and the breakouts that I have on my face. So I am trying my best to stay hydrated. I've been been drinking my green smoothies every morning. Typically I have like kale, I'll have flax seeds, coconut oil, apple cider vinegar, a banana, and either frozen pineapples or blueberries or peaches, something in there. And I try to drink that every morning, as well as a bottle of water, and continue to drink water throughout the day. My dermatologist did tell me that it's best to continue to take my Accutane pill while I'm eating a pretty good sized meal, and the reason why is because Accutane works better when it has more fat to absorb. So if you just take it with the banana, you're not going to get sick or anything, but it's not going to work as well because it doesn't have as much fat to absorb too. So I've been making it a point to take it when I eat a good night's lunch or when I eat a good night's dinner. I haven't taken it in the morning when I eat breakfast because breakfast tends to be a lighter meal for me, but lunch and dinner I tend to eat heavier. So I will continue to do that and stay hydrated and drink lots of water, anything to help with this dry skin and these dry lips. I'm telling you guys, it's almost driving me crazy a little bit because it's such a drastic change, especially areas like my nose and my chin where I tend to have larger pores. When I just run my fingers on those parts, I can just feel the roughness, and it freaks me out. It really does. But again, this is part of the process, so I'm just trying to find better ways to combat the dryness. And I will be getting that Cetaphil cream, and that's what I get for being hard-headed and thinking that the coconut oil was going to cure it all. But even with the Cetaphil cream, I'm probably still going to be dry. I think I may just go ahead and use the Cetaphil cream and coconut oil in combination, and hopefully that will give me some sort of relief when it comes to this dryness. The only other thing that I would say is make sure that you know your username or your password when you're logging into the iPledge website. You do have to answer questions on the iPledge website every month after you see your dermatologist and they enter your negative pregnancy test and your 2 forms of birth control. So you have to answer questions, and if you don't have your right username and password, after 3 login attempts you will be locked out, and then you have to call the call center. So that happened to me this time, and it's just been annoying with that. But just make sure you have your username and password, and I've stored it in my phone for easy access so I can log in even when I'm not at home and I'm not on my home computer where my password and login is already stored and saved on the website. I actually answered my questions this time at work, so I didn't have the login information stored on my work computer, so I got logged out and had to go through the whole process. But other than that, so far so good. You know, just going through the symptoms, dry skin, dry lips, more breakouts that I'm seeing, but I am excited about the fact that I'm going to be taking a higher dosage, and I'm nervous at the same time because I don't know if that's going to bring about more side effects. My dermatologist did tell me I'm not going to get twice as dry because I'm taking twice as much medicine. It'll just be the same dryness. So that's pretty much it. I don't have too much to go over this week. I think once I start taking this higher dosage, I'll see more of a change as far as my skin clearing up and as far as the side effects go as well. Like, comment, and subscribe this video. I am going to insert some pictures so you can see what my skin looks like right now without makeup. And until next time, guys.